Alright, here's the video review for Studio Series 86 Deluxe GNAW. And I've been looking all over for him. We even went out of town on a trip. So I went all over the state looking, hit several different Walmarts on that trip. And several locally. Did not find him. I've gone to Walmarts locally looking for him. Gone back the next day and found a single jolt, which means they had him at some point and I just missed it, which is frustrating. But then my friend Greg got in touch with me on Facebook. He's Greg from Mercy on Twitter and had grabbed me one, and I am super appreciative. Thank you, Greg, because that was a huge help. And he showed up today, so here he is. It's GNAW. His box comes with the one really cool art. I love the box art. Inside is the Pit of Judgment type background, or quintessa tech background there. Nothing super amazing. I do like the box art with his little angry face. But here he is. His hips are a little weak. This one especially. And I'm just going to put some floor polish in there. Probably once I shoot this. But he does like to sag a little bit. And like in Sharkticon mode, his proportions are a little off. Like these arms should sit a little. Maybe this shoulder piece should be maybe right here. And this hip piece should ideally be up here. But the way he transforms, it makes it for a good robot. A slightly less enthusing Sharkticon. Although I'm pretty sure if I get some floor polish in there, it'll help support him in more of a Sharkticon-y type pose. You can't open his mouth, although you will see the back of his head in there. But his mouth opens real wide. You can pose his arms. There's a hinge here and a hinge at the elbow. Pose the legs. The tail just has this one. You can rotate it where it plugs in. And then it has this one, just one joint here. I guess you want the spikes facing up. But you can rotate off to the side. Now, I have seen some Matrix Workshop, I think, on eBay when I was desperate for one of these guys. I was seeing what the prices were on eBay. There is apparently an upgrade kit coming. And I don't know if every single one of these is a joint, but has a more segmented, posable tail / mace weapon. And I may invest in one of those because that's probably one of my minor drawbacks of the figure. Is how this works in robot mode. It looks fine in shark mode. But again, it would be nice if you could bend it at all these joints just to give them a little bit more posability. And the gun can peg in right there on the side if you want to. Quick comparison, here he is with the old, is this Titan's Return or Power of the Primes? I can't remember which one of the Prime trilogy lines he came in. But there's the previous little Sharkticon, the basic Scout, whatever they were calling him at the time, and with the Alicon that came out earlier in Earthrise. Was it Earthrise? Yeah, I think it was Earthrise. Earlier in the War for Cybertron trilogy. So there they all are together. Now his transformation has a few kind of surprising twists and turns, literally, in a couple of places to transform him. You can open up his mouth. We'll go ahead and pull the tail mace off, set that off to the side along with his gun here. And then just kind of bring these down like this. You don't have to do this stuff first. It's easier to fold the arms kind of back like this. This piece, it says to turn around like that. I think it works either way in robot mode, but regardless. Then you lift this whole assembly up like this, and then his feet come up here. I love how his feet tuck into the body like that. So lift those up, and then take the back end of the tail piece with the rear legs, which will now become the arms, and fold that down like that. And you'll see some little pegs there that will peg into the front piece of the backpack, or form a backpack on the front piece. And then this piece right here literally just twists around like that. And then you can bring the legs down, flip out the heels. It's got very sturdy heels here on the feet. And then this piece, make sure it twists line up, and it will come down and tab in. Not really tab in, it will peg in right here. Peg that in like that. You can rotate. Again, it says to rotate this up like this, but I think if you have it up like that or down like that in robot mode, it does pop out a little bit due to the fact that the peg it pegs into is not super deep, but that'll hold that together. And then go and bring that down. Just kind of bring these arms along the side of the backpack. We'll leave that up because that's the instructions say. And then you bring this down, lift his head up His head's on a kind of a ball joint to lift his head up above, so it looks over the teeth. Then flip out his fists. It does give him hollow forearms, unfortunately, but a minor drawback. Because there is his robot mode, and his robot mode is actually really cool. He can hold his rifle in either hand. He can hold the tail whip in either hand, although you do kind of want, I guess you want it that way, because you can rotate to the side, either side if you want, but this way the little peg would get in the way. But however you want to do it. He's got a little mace whip. There he is, all told. Sharktacon face up there. He's a cool little dude. He's got a ball joint there at the neck. He's got dual hinge shoulders, bicep swivel, hinge elbows, no wrist swivel because of the way they tip out. No waist swivel, unfortunately. But again, the way that whole twist piece around it kind of makes sense. But you do have dual direction hips, thigh swivel, a 90-degree hinge knee, and it even has ankle tilt there at the halfway point of the boot. So he's fairly posable, and he's a lot of fun. I'm really, really happy with him. He's a fun little... I've had other variations of him over the years. He's one of the few G1 figures I've never... I don't even think I've handled one. Maybe my friend had one growing up, but I've always liked the design of the Sharktacons, especially in their alt mode. But I don't think I've ever played with one legit. So maybe I'll have to fix that. But this guy's a nice little substitute. I like him very much. I mean, again, comparison-wise, here he is with the previous little one and with the Alicon. The Alicon's a little bulkier overall. But a nice little trio of dudes. Or dudettes. I don't know what their gender is. But, yeah, fun little set of figures. And, again, thank you, Greg, for grabbing it for me. I really am super appreciative. I've been looking all over for this dude, and I'm glad to finally have him. Also, again, really love that box art. He's just got a little angry, growly face there, and it's just a fun little box. It's one of the few boxes I may hang on to, at least for a while. So yeah, I do wish, like I said, the hips in alt mode could be a little more sturdy. There's an easy fix for that. And slightly better placed. He's not quite as well proportioned in Sharktacon mode as I would like. Just where some of the joints are. But all in all, he's a lot of fun. He's a chubby little boy, and I'm happy to have him. There is Studio Series GNAW.